Right, hi there, this is DJKIT TV at NAMM 2013. We're here with Ray from Elektrix, looking at the tweaker, and we're going to find out a bit more about this amazing new controller and how it works with Traktor. So Ray, tell us about this controller and what's kind of unique in terms of it in controlling Traktor.
Well, the tweaker combines a lot of different controls into one unit. It has trigger pads that give you a choice of 7 colors that you can map out in your software. It gives you red, green, blue, cyan, magenta, yellow and white. It has a section of velocity sensitive aftertouch pads over here that you can use to control effects, for example. It has encoders. All of those have a push functionality as well. So does the big one. And yeah, I think the main advantage of this controller is that you can customize the way you work with it. It comes pre-mapped for Traktor, but you can take the factory mapping apart and make your own. This is actually a very easy way to learn how to use it. And then you can create a new mapping from scratch that suits your own workflow. For example, I have one that is optimized for working with 1 deck per unit, as opposed to the factory mapping, which gives you control over 2 decks on 1 unit. And this allows me to do stuff that is regularly not possible with the default settings. For example, I have hotkeys over here, I have tonal controls over here, instant loops and instant loop rolls on this one, loop controls and pitch bend. So it's really geared towards 2 types of users. The first type of user is the person who likes a plug-and-play experience. Just connect it to the software and just go. Don't worry about setting it up. So those guys are set, they get a factory mapping. And the other kind is the nerd who wants to customize the controller to his workflow, and that's me. So both types of users are going to be happy with this unit. That's why it's awesome.
Okay, in terms of the color scheme, it's one of the strong points of the unit. It looks very striking. How programmable is it in terms of the colors? Can you really get into kind of deciding what kind of colors the buttons are going to be and how these switch on and off?
Yeah, exactly. As I said, you have a choice of 7 colors, and the color that the button shows depends on the MIDI message. You send notes to the pads, and depending on the velocity of the note, the color changes. So by taking apart the mapping, you learn which velocity corresponds to which color, and then it allows you to customize it. So it's really not complicated at all.
And this is all fully kind of documented and all the kind of the information that comes with the unit if you buy it from DJKIT?
Yeah, everything is documented. The mappings are very easy to understand, and it also comes with an editor that allows you to change the default internal configuration.
So now we're going to have a look at the Elektrix tweaker working in conjunction with Abelton. Talk us through the kind of the general features that it comes with.
Okay, so if you're familiar with similar controllers, you have a grid that corresponds to the clips that you have in your live set. You can trigger those clips, you can stop them, you can trigger scenes and stop clips again. The challenge that we had to face is how do we solve the fact that the unit only has 2 faders but 7 channels that you can trigger. How they solve it is there is a mixer section that is separate from the main grid that you can move around, as you can see on the LEDs here. They correspond to 2 channels, and the controls on each side are going to be assigned to this channel. For example, when I move it over here where I have my drums, I can arm it, I can arm the track with the drums on it, I can go through my drum rack banks and I can actually play the drums. Oh, a little louder. Okay, so I have 8 banks that I can go through on the drum rack. The encoders over here are going to be assigned to the devices on that track, and you can skip through. If you have more devices on the track, you can skip through them using by pushing them. And it also comes with an overlay which helps you remember what each button does. So if you're not familiar with the script, it's really easy to learn it. And that's essentially it.
Thanks very much. Cheers.